You're listening to the Cobras and Fire interview featuring Doyle Von Frankenstein.
I'm with Doyle Von Frankenstein of Misfits fame, as well as his own project Doyle. You somewhat recently wrapped up a couple of reunion shows with the Misfits. You have a new album coming out next month, and I'm hearing a new movie as well. Is that right? Deadward 13?
That's all true, yes.
All right, well, what can you tell us about Deadward 13? I was kind of a surprise when I set this up.
I cannot tell you what Dan thinks, so I did was sign the contract, and I don't have a script, and I know nothing about it.
Oh, you haven't started shooting yet?
No.
When does that, do you know, is that scheduled yet, or?
No idea.
Okay. All right. Well, I can also say you just wrapped up your first European solo run. Is that correct? It was the first time by yourself?
Yeah. It's awesome. Very receptive.
Yeah, you had a good run. Had you ever been there with on tour with a different band like the Misfits or anything like that?
Of course.
Well, how would this compare? I mean,
much smaller, of course, but I find the Europeans are very much real music fans.
Okay. And you're currently right in the middle of the North American leg of the Abominate the World tour. That runs, if I got that right, it runs like through the end of April?
Yeah, this one runs through April, yeah.
I mean, I assume after the record comes, we'll get some more dates announced?
Yeah, we have some dates booked already. We'll do some more U.S. legs and hopefully get out of the country as well.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I got a couple questions about the Misfits for you, if it's all right.
Okay.
I know, like, in the last 10 years or so, you've played with Glenn a lot. I saw you with Gorgeous Frankenstein opening up, and then you kind of came on and did some Misfits stuff with him at the end. But prior to like these reunion shows at the Riot Fest, when was the last? Do I have that right? Like 83 would have been the last time all three of you played together, correct?
Yeah.
What was the catalyst that kind of made it happen? Because I know for years it just seemed like it wasn't gonna.
Well, I've been having meetings with both of them back and forth, and then they both started talking. And next thing I knew, they called me.
Kind of a time heals all wounds things, or?
I guess. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Well, the reaction that I saw, I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but it looked incredible. What was it like seeing that many people just getting into what you guys were doing? The crowds were huge.
I think the bigger crowd than that, but it was cool to be there, and you knew everybody there was there to see you instead of there to see 800 other bands. And having some people not know who you are.
No, definitely. Yeah, they were definitely there for the Misfits. It was, I don't know, it was incredible from what I saw. I'm quite sure I'm not the first person to ask you this, but can we expect more of those?
There's been no talk.
Okay, so nothing. And was anything shot for a DVD or anything like that?
They shot some stuff, but I don't know what's going to happen with that.
All right. When you're touring now, I know, is there there has to be a lot of like what you would have learned, like the do-it-yourself kind of stuff that you, from just the early days of the Misfits, that you still incorporate when you go on tour. Is that right?
Say that again?
I'm sorry. The Misfits were very much a do-it-yourself act. Especially when they first started out. Do you use much of those same principles like touring now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Huh. I follow you a bit on Instagram, and you're a vegan. That's. I'm not speaking out of term, right? You post a lot of vegan lifestyle stuff.
Yes, I am.
I got to tell you, it's somewhat fascinating in the sense because it's so limiting. What led you down the path to become a vegan, and when was that?
Well, I heard about it a long time ago from my friend Toby from H2O in the late 90s, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And then my girlfriend Elisa, she told me a lot about it and started feeding me food, and I was just like, wow. Showed me a bunch of documentaries, explained a bunch of shit to me, enlightened me into it, and I think it's awesome.
It's so limiting though. Like, do you find it hard to like eat when you're on the road?
No, not at all.
So, like, give me if you go to a restaurant, like, what's something typical you can find on a menu that falls in the vegan menu?
Well, I go to vegan restaurants, so I don't really go.
Oh, really? So, like, no chains or anything like that?
No.
I can't even think of a vegan restaurant in my neighborhood. So apparently there's a lot more of it that I'm paying attention to. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, there's an app called Happy Cow, and you get that app, you can find all the restaurants close to you, walking distance, driving distance, find all of them. Any kind of food you want.
And it seems like it's kind of tied into your whole, you work out a lot, obviously, and stay in shape, your physical fitness. Is that hard to maintain on the road?
We're sponsored by a company called Power Block Dumbbell, and they give us adjustable dumbbells. I think they go from 2.5 to 90, and they give us a bench, a bunch of equipment, and we just bring it with us.
Okay. So then that's mainly what you're doing is lifting, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that daily?
Every day.
No, okay. Yeah, because you still look amazing. The Devil Lock, you kind of started that when you first joined the Misfits. Have you kept it for the entire time, or was there a period in there where you weren't? It's a pretty distinctive hairstyle. You got to kind of commit to it.
Yeah, it gets annoying sometimes. You always got to have something on your attention to get it out of you.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be wearing it in the movie?
I have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. The boots you wear on stage, those something I assume you had made for yourself. How heavy are those?
They're about, I don't know, 10 pounds.
10 pounds each?
No, maybe together.
Okay, yeah. Good enough. I saw you in Vegas in 2007, I want to say. My wife and I got married on Halloween, and you were opening for Danzig. I mentioned a little bit earlier. I went out and got the Gorgeous Frankenstein record because I was really blown away by your guys, but it seems like Abominator really delivered on the sound that I saw. Was that kind of Doyle, kind of a natural progression out of Gorgeous Frankenstein?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It gives you a little more freedom to just kind of do what you want a little bit, I suppose, when it's just your name.
Well, it's not a solo project. It's a band. It's me and Alan Stories and Kansas. I write all music and arrange it, and he writes all the vocal melodies and all the words.
Cool.
I only wrote one word on Abominator, and it was the word Abominator.
And we can look forward to Doyle II. That comes out early next month. Is that correct?
Yeah, Doyle II as we die. Yeah, we got the drummer Brandon Birchmore on there, and pretty fun. Good. We got some guests. We have Randy from Lamb of God on a song called Virgin Sacrifice.
Awesome.
And we have on the title track, we have Elisa Whiteclaws and Michael Amoff from Artillery.
Very cool. I look forward to that. And I assume that's on Monster Man Records as well, right?
Actually, it's on EMP, Monster Man. We joined together to make one company.
Cool. How involved are you in the day-to-day? I'm sorry.
By David Ellison of Megadeth.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm in Minnesota. He's a Minnesota boy, so we're quite proud of him.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. How day-to-day involved are you in Monster Man Records? Are you basically involved in every step of it, or?
Some of it, yeah.
Are you going to be releasing a vinyl version? I know it's kind of popular right now of the new record.
Yeah, we're gonna do probably 3 different covers and a bunch of different colors and double vinyl, single vinyl, picture discs, everything.
Do you need to master the record different for vinyl pressings?
Actually, what it is it's mastered at 24-bit and a CD is 16-bit. So when you have the CD, because it's not as good as the vinyl, but the vinyl is, you'll hear everything better, and then like your phone, I believe it's 8-bit, so you're missing even more on the phone.
Okay. That stuff's awesome for collectors too. I just can we expect the new record to be something kind of a continuation in the vein of Abominator?
Some people think it's better.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Good, man. It's really good.
I really thought Abominator was pretty close to your live guitar tone, at least as close as I've heard.
Yeah, that's because I mic'd it myself and recorded it myself.
Yeah. And you use those guitars you build yourself, right?
Yeah.
How many of those do you bring on tour? Like, how many do you even have?
I think I have 5 with me right now.
Yeah. I saw you break one. Are they easy to fix or something?
That's the one I broke. No, I can't fix it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll wrap it up here. I wanted to ask you about your dog. Is his name Broody or Brutus?
Broody B, yeah, it's a dog.
He's awesome. What's the breed on that, and how old is he?
He's a Chihuahua. I think he's at 8 or 6. I don't know.
Do you take him on the road?
Yeah, he's with us right now. He's going home, I think, today, unfortunately.
Yeah. Pets are awesome. Do you have any other pets?
Just a cat.
Yeah. Well, this was quite an honor. I'm a really big fan. I do have one other question. The Misfits, it seems like eventually they're going to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I saw you post that picture of your brother's gear from that show. When it happens, I'll say it's going to happen anyway. Do you plan on wearing a shirt?
I have no idea even what that situation is now.
Well, I'm definitely in favor of it. Your influence is quite obvious to quite a few people. So, when do you think you first realized that the how influential the Misfits were?
I don't know. Well, I was writing songs with a friend of mine. We were writing some riffs and stuff, and I told him every time I write a song, I picture Glenn singing it, and he said, "Me too." I said the same thing to my singer Alex, and he said, "Me too." So,
wow.
Pretty influential.
Well, I look forward to more tour dates. Hopefully, you come this way, and I'll be checking you out for sure. Maybe say hello to you.
All right, man. Cool.